the chess competition rules topic today. We were talking about it last time, right?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Yashas, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, good. So we can start actually, yeah. Your video is off, so just thought if you are there, yeah. Hello, Nivan. How are you? Okay, kids, let me share my screen. So we were talking about the chess competition rules last time, right?
Yes, sir.
So where is the screen? Yeah. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, so chess competition rules.
Rules.
Okay, okay. Who will tell what all things we learned about? Okay, so just to quick.
Exchange. Sir, I can tell.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, first one it was touch to play,
Right.
and then second one it was
Okay. Anyways, I will recap quickly. Okay, so that all of you will understand. Okay. First and most important thing is each and every move that you make must be made with one hand only. Okay, you should not use both the hands. Okay, both hands are not allowed. First and important rule to understand and remember. Okay, okay, Nivan. Whenever you are making over the board play, okay, over the board play means not electronic. Okay, if you are playing on computer, if you are playing on mobile or tablet, that doesn't matter. Okay, if you are using right hand and left hand, okay, but what is important, over the board play, whatever the movements you are making, you should make with one hand only. Okay, secondly, touch to play is the rule. Okay, what does it mean? There are two things now. When you are touching a piece, it can be intentional or unintentional. Okay, now what does unintentional means? Suppose, as I give example, like you are thinking of, okay, and all of a sudden your hands fall down like this. You are thinking like this, for example, okay, and all of a sudden it falls down like this. First thing first, we should not be that careless. Okay, but if it is touching accidentally, it's okay. But if you are touching it purposely, okay, and then later on while touching itself you thought that you are making a mistake, and then you touch something else. Okay, so in that case, what is the rule? Whatever, let your opponent touch as many passes as he wants. Okay, you don't need to trouble him at that time. Let him play, let him make the move, and if he touches some different piece and makes the move of something different, for example, in this case, now suppose I touch this. Okay, I touch this, can you see I am touching it, right? Later I touch this. Okay, but while making the movement, I made move of this one. Now what will you do? You have to call the arbiter and tell the arbiter that he touched the pawn of e2, but he played the pawn of c2, which is not allowed, right? So arbiter will come and tell him that touch to play is the rule. So as per that, you have to make the move of this. Now if he plays this one, like e3, can you take objection? No, sir, he played c4, so he must play e4. Yes, Nivan?
See that the each other pawn 13, on 13, then what we can play? We can play anything.
E7 pawn you are talking?
Yeah, I thought that one. Then I can play anything or
Yes,
not.
he can play anything, right? Because no one of our pawns, none of our pawns or none of our pieces, okay, can capture this, right? So in that case, he can play any valid move, okay?
Then I turn my knight. Then I turn my I other knight. Then I can play both the knight.
No,
What?
the first one that you touch first, okay? So suppose you touch the G1 knight first, and then you touch the B1 knight second. So G1 knight must be played, okay? Clear?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So next is, this is touching of your own piece. Secondly, if you are touching the opponent's pieces, for example, let me make some moves, okay? I have made some moves here. Suppose you touch the bishop here. You touch the bishop, but later on you realize that, oh, I can capture this pawn. Otherwise, he will capture. Okay. So you played this one. Now what you can do? You can take objection because he touched this, and you can play the. It's not the thing that it is blocked like this. Okay. If it is blocked and if he touch it, then it's okay. He cannot make the legal move. But if it is playable, he must play it. Okay. Now whether he keeps it here, here, or here, or here, that should not matter to us. He can place anywhere. Anywhere means the legal move. Okay. Can he place it here? No. If he places, it is illegal. Okay. So
Yeah,
any
I know
legal move,
that.
right? Any legal move he can make.
You are telling I know that. Then we can play anything.
Right.
You said that in last week. I know
Okay.
that.
Right. So we are doing that revision, Nivan. Okay, so that it is quickly revised for all of you. Okay. Secondly, if you are touching the opponent's piece, then if it is, suppose you touch this piece, you have not touched any of your own piece. Now you can understand what move he should make. He should obviously capture with this pawn only, right? Okay, so that is the touch to play, whether you are touching your own piece or your opponent piece. Okay, then if you want to make adjustment of your pieces, okay, what does adjustment means? Suppose the piece is placed like this, neither on e4 nor on d4, right? So you must adjust it to make it properly placed inside the e4 square. Okay, but can you adjust directly? No. Before making that adjustment, you need to tell your opponent. Okay, I am using the word opponent, not the arbiter. Okay, you need to tell your opponent, I adjust, or I am adjusting, or you can ask, can I adjust? Okay, whatever is comfortable and suitable language for you. Okay, you can ask in that and then make the adjustment. If you are not telling the opponent and making the adjustment, that means you touched it, and touch to play rule will be applicable in that case. Okay. Third thing, illegal move. You don't have to make any illegal move. First illegal is allowed, second illegal is loss. Okay. So any illegal move happens, what you have to do? Just raise the hand, call the arbiter, and tell the arbiter that illegal move is happened. Okay. Then we talked about the winning of the game. How the game is won? The game is won if one player checkmates the other player. Okay. If one player checkmates the other player. Now, how the checkmate happens and all that thing we have already learned. I will not take that example again. Okay. The game can be won in by checkmating. Secondly, if your opponent resigns, okay, if he resigns, if he wishes to resign the game, I don't want to play, I don't want to continue the play, okay, I resign. If he says I resign, that means he lost the game, he accepted that he lost the game, and he shakes hand with you, okay. So that means you are winning, okay. And third important thing is, if any player is not able to complete the moves, or if he cannot checkmate or complete the game within given stipulated time, okay, that is if the clock runs down to 0, okay, last time I shown you the clock picture, right? So there is a countdown feature in the clock actually, okay. So when it runs down to 0, that time the game is lost, okay. So whoever loses on time, actually he loses the game, okay. That is about the winning or losing the game. Now next thing that we talked about, how the game is drawn. Yes, Yashas, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, then we talked about how the game is drawn. Okay, the game can be drawn in 3 conditions. One is stalemate.
Stalemate.
What does stalemate means? You have not given check, okay, and still the opponent king is not able to make the legal move. Okay, I am using the word legal. Okay, last time I shown you the example, right? Let me show it again so that it is clear to you. Suppose here is the king, here is the queen, and here is another king. Now tell me, is there a legal move remaining for black king?
No, sir.
Has the white queen given check to the black king?
No, sir.
Is there any other piece remaining on the board for black which can be
No,
making the
sir.
legal move? No. Okay, this
No.
situation is called as stalemate. Okay, the king is stalled at the place where he is. Is it captured? No. There is no check, there is no threat. Okay, but still it got mate. Okay, mate means it cannot make the move. Okay, that is called as stalemate. Okay, stalemate, when the king is not having check and it cannot make any legal move, it is called as stalemate. Okay,
Yes, sir.
understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
secondly, we talked about the dead position. Dead position means what? If you cannot checkmate with the available material. For example, this one. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Only 2
Yes,
kings
sir.
are remaining. Okay. Only 2
Sir,
kings
you
are,
can, but
Yes.
if for the opponent only one king is left, and if we have only a king and if we only have a king and a rook, can we checkmate the opponent?
yes, we can. Suppose this is the situation on the board. Okay. It was like
Yes.
this. Okay. He gave the check to the king. Okay.
Yes.
And now I brought my queen in between. He captured. I captured. Now, do you think any of the player can win this game?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. This is
No,
called as,
Because the king needs to maintain one square distance.
right. So this situation is called as dead position. Okay. So dead position is also a draw. Okay. In case of dead position, the game is drawn in case of dead position.
And
Or-
both the players will get half
example,
of point.
right. Only kings are remaining on both sides. Okay. This is a dead position. Another example I gave, this one. This is a dead position. Okay, we cannot checkmate actually. Any number of moves you are making, suppose you played here, he played here, you played here, he played here, you are running away. Can you checkmate the king?
No.
No, you cannot. What he will do simply, because this is a white colored bishop, he will always play in the black squares, dark squares. So neither you will be able to give check, nor you will be able to capture. Okay, this is how you will just keep on moving here and there. The only thing is you will not be able to come any of these squares because the king is there. Okay, otherwise there are at least 30 squares remaining. Okay, so which is impossible. Another dead position is like this. Even the knight, now because it is in white, okay, so king will not come to the uh, white square again. Okay, because when the knight plays, it will give check in the white squares, right? Can you see? All the checks that will come will be in the white square only from this. Okay, not in black. So you have to understand that and accordingly make the move. He will keep on playing in the black only. Okay, now the next thing, when he moves to white, the check will come to black, right? So this time you will make the alternate. Now you will play in white. So you will not be able to give check only. And even if he gives check, he will not be able to checkmate as well. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But sir, a king and a rook can be checkmated, right?
Yes, king and a rook can be checkmated, right? Now this is the situation. Let me show you. This is a checkmate. Suppose the rook was here, you gave check from here. Okay, these three squares are controlled by king. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
and this
sir.
whole lot is controlled by the rook.
Rook, right? So this is a checkmate by rook. Okay, so this is not a dead position. Okay, this is not a dead position. Okay, now if
Sir,
you,
what do we call that type of game, right? There where the king and a rook is there, and the opposite there is only king. And if the player who has the king and the rook is not able to checkmate the king,
right?
he
So we
can
will come
checkmate,
to
but
that,
he's not
right?
able to.
So there is a rule for that. I will come to that. Okay, let me park this question. Okay, good question. Yes, yes. Let me park this question. I will answer it in next few minutes. Okay. So we are talking about this dead position, right? So dead position is clear to you all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The third thing about the game draw condition is mutual agreement. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean? Both the player agrees, okay, that it is a draw, okay, and they don't want to continue. Okay, it can be the initial thing only. So for drawing, what you have to do, you have to offer a draw. Offer a draw. Suppose you are
And
playing the
if the
game.
opponent will refuse, then you have to continue the game.
Yes. So you have to like say bring your hand in front, offer him the shake hand, okay, and say offer a draw. It should be in the asking tone, okay, not telling. I am offering your draw, okay. So if you accept and shake hand like this, okay, yes, I agree, let's draw the game. Okay, so that is a mutual agreement. Okay, but if you offer and your opponent declines, so you have to continue the game. We talked about this last time. Okay, I'm just repeating so that all of you understand these rules clearly. Okay. This is one way. Another way is identical position. Okay, what does identical position means? Identical position repeated 3 times. Okay, now let me show you the identical position. Okay,
What is identical position?
yes, I will talk about it. Okay, suppose it is like this. Okay, you gave the check. Okay, I came here, you gave the check, I came here, you gave the check, I came here. Now can you see, if I take the picture or photograph of this, okay, you are giving a check, okay. Let me take the photograph of this. Let me take screenshot in this case, okay. Okay, I take the screenshot of this. Can you see? I took the screenshot, the photo comes like this, okay. Secondly, you came here, I gave the check, okay. I'll take the screenshot again, okay. Okay, this is another picture, okay. The earlier one was like this, this another is like this, okay. Now if I continue this, continue the game, okay. I came here, you gave the check. Now if I take picture, will it not be like this? If I take the screenshot of this, it will be the same, right? Can you see? It is same.
Yes.
Okay. So if the same picture, if you, after every move, if you are taking photograph of it, okay, I'm just telling you to imagine. You don't have to carry the camera and take the photograph actually, okay. But when we are writing a game, we can show that this move was already happened, that rook to c8 was played, okay. Rook to c8 was played and king was at g8. This position occurred in the game 3 times, okay, continuously 3 times, or any time during the game. If the same picture comes 3 times, Nivan, pay attention. Nivan, pay attention here. If the same position coming 3 times, okay, if the same picture coming 3 times, then it is called as draw position, okay.
Identical position, right, sir?
Identical position, right. So when identical position comes 3 times,
Yeah.
it is a draw game. The game is drawn if identical position appears 3 times. That is, same moves repeated 3 times. If he is giving check 3 times continuously from the same place with the same piece, okay, like this, like what, like this, okay. If he is repeating, sorry, he gave check, I came here, he gave check, I came back here.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
tell something.
Sir,
Yes.
when will you answer my question?
We will put the book now on G7. On G7, the king is given support to a book. The king, then the king go other way. Now we will put on F7.
No, that's fine actually. You don't need to tell. I am just giving example, Nivan, okay? I'm not asking you how to checkmate. Okay? Let me close these screenshots that I took actually. Okay. Let me close them.
Sir, when will you answer my question?
I will. Don't worry. Okay. Is the identical position clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay. Now, when you talk about the next rule is the 50 move rule. Okay. Let's talk about it now. The question that you asked, okay, will be answered in this topic, 50 move rule. Okay. Now,
50 move rule?
right. The game, yeah. So pay attention here, okay, kids. The game may be drawn if each player has made at least the game may be drawn if each player has made at least the last 50 moves. Okay, pay attention. Okay, each player must have made at least last 50 moves without the movement of any pawn. Okay, without the movement of any pawn and without any capture. Okay, now if we take, yes, don't draw on the board. Okay, yeah, suppose the situation was like this. Okay, you have one rook. Okay, now what I said, the 50 moves without making any movement of a pawn. Now in this board position, is there any pawn remaining?
No, sir.
Okay, so there is no question of making the pawn movement. Okay, another thing is, if nothing is captured in last 50 moves, okay, now also there is nothing to capture because the king is only remaining piece. Okay, now suppose he gave the check first move. Okay, he played here, he gave the check second move, he played here, check third move, he played here, check fourth move. Okay, this way if it is repeated 50 times, check, he comes here, check, he comes here, check, if he comes here, check. Okay, like this, if he go on playing, he is not able to checkmate. Okay, so answer comes to your question here, Yashas. Even if after playing the or making the 50 moves, if he cannot checkmate you, in that case, you can claim a draw. Call the arbiter, tell the arbiter, show the arbiter your game that you have written on the piece of paper. Sir, last 50 moves, he is just giving me check from here and there. He is not
Sir?
able to checkmate me.
Sir,
Yes, Aryan?
we have to write the moves in chess tournament.
Yes, you have to write the game, okay? So we will talk about writing the game, okay? The way now we are having a session for chess rules, okay? The tournament rules, okay? I will have separate session for writing the game, okay? Anyways, I have already talked about the address, okay? How to write and all. When we talked about the piece movement, I already told you. For example,
Yes.
if the king is moving here, what will you write? Capital K, small f,
Okay.
okay, K f6. If the rook gives check from here, what will you write? Capital R, C, small c, 6. Okay, the only thing is now because it is giving check, we will add plus sign over there. Okay, so all these things in detail, I will take the separate session on this so that you can understand it. And on that day, I will ask all of you to bring the notebook, pen, pencil, okay, so that you can make note of all these rules. Okay, so for now, is the answer, have I answered your question, Yashas?
Yes, sir, but I didn't understand.
What is the query now?
Yeah, here it is a draw, but I didn't understand how. If it is there, what will we call it? I understood that. What will we call it? Like how we do stalemate, checkmate. How? What do
No,
we
it's
call
not.
it?
It is neither stalemate nor checkmate. Okay, it is a
No, but there
50,
is a specific name, right?
50 rule, 50 move rule that we talked about, right? 50
Oh,
move
it
rule,
is. That is the name.
right? 50 move rule is a rule that if in last 50 moves, neither pawn is moved nor any piece is captured, then
Yes.
the game results into a draw.
Draw.
Okay. Also, I want to tell one thing about identical position. This is called as the identical position. Okay. Draw by repetition. Okay.
Draw by repetition.
Okay, if any position is repeated 3 times, okay, but understand, okay, the identical position, okay, not suppose there is a pawn like this, okay, you are giving check, okay, I came here, you gave check, I come here, you gave check, I come here, you gave check, I come here, okay, you are again giving check, I am coming here, okay. So when I come from upside, okay, you gave check, but earlier I was here, now I am here, so is it identical position? Although the rook is giving check from same place, but the king's position is changed, right? So it is not identical. But if he is repeating and you are coming to the same squares, okay, so whenever you are remaining with no pieces and you cannot win the game, you should try for repeating the same position 3 times. Okay, provided your opponent is also repeating from his side. Okay, you cannot force your opponent to make him repeat from the same place, right? But in case if the rook is remaining, rook cannot go diagonal, right? So obviously he may repeat it from the same places. But as a king, you can go to any of these 3 squares or in fact 5 squares, right? So that time you have to make sure that you are repeating from the same squares again and again. Then and then only the game will be drawn. Okay. So 50 move rule we understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Then the next thing is recording the game. Writing the game is compulsory in the tournament. Okay.
But sir, why we have to write it? If we don't write it, then what?
Then will you be able to claim the draw by repetition? Will you be able to claim the 15 move rule draw? Right? If he makes any illegal move, will you be able to convince your arbiter that he made this move earlier, now he is making this move? Right? So for that purpose, you need to have some documentary proof with you. Okay, that is one important reason. Another reason is when you are completing the game, you are coming back to home. Okay, and suppose a very interesting game was going on there, but unfortunately you lost that game because of some mistake. Now if you want to know where exactly you have made the mistake, will you be able to recollect all the moves? If those are not written, will you be able to play the same game again over the board at home?
No.
No, because you may not remember all those moves, right? But if those are like 5, 6, 10 moves, probably you may be able to recollect. Okay. But if it is like 22 moves game or 33 moves game, you will not be able to recollect as it is. Okay. But if it is written, okay, if the game is written, you can easily recollect, right? So for that purpose, recording of the game, that is writing the game, is important, and for that purpose you must write the game. Okay.
So when we play the tournament, we have to bring a copy and notebook. You have to bring a pen and notebook.
Yeah, generally the tournament organizer provides you the piece of paper. Okay, if it is a standard tournament, okay, then
Sir, what does standard tournament mean?
Standard tournament means the district selection tournament, state selection tournament, okay, national tournament, where all the professional players comes together and fight the battle. Okay, so that time the tournament organizer takes the entry fees for that tournament. Okay, they charge you. It is not free tournament. Okay, not anybody can go and participate. For example, the district selection tournament, any players will go, but in the state selection, only those players who are winners of district selection, they can only participate. Okay. So for example, for Maharashtra state or say for Karnataka state, okay, there are different districts. say Pune district, Aurangabad district, Jalgaon district, Nagpur district, Beed, Jalna, so something like this. Different districts are there, right? So from each district, 2 players are selected. They only can participate. Okay. So these kind of tournaments are called as the standard tournaments and the legal tournaments. Okay. There are some local tournaments as well, which
Local tournament.
local means which are not like any district, state or national. Say for example, Bangalore based tournament, all the Bangalore based tournament, anybody can go, anybody can participate. Okay. But even there, some of the tournament organizers organizes those tournaments in the same fashion as district or state selection tournament happens. So that time they will make the rule that you have to write the game. And if they are making a rule that every game must be written, it is mandatory for them to provide the piece of papers. Okay, or if they are not going to provide, they will tell in advance that kindly bring the piece of papers because you have to submit it. Okay.
Sir, do we have to give the piece of paper to the organizer, or we
Yes.
can take it home?
You have to submit actually, and if you want to take it at home, maybe after the game you can write it, or you can put the carbon below it. Okay, carbon copy you must have heard. If you have not heard, you can ask your parents what is carbon, how can I make carbon copy and all. Okay, so that is the recording of the game. As I told, I will take separate session on how to write the games. Okay, because it cannot be completed in the same session. Okay, then the last one is about the chess clock. Chess clock we talked about. Okay, I will talk about it again. Chess clock is used in such tournaments. Okay, and standard time is given. Okay, so
Sir, what time will be given to all the players? 3 minutes.
no, depends on the kind of tournament you are playing. Okay, generally one day rapid tournament has 25 minutes plus 5-second increment. Okay, and the state selection tournament, they are having 1 hour 30 minute plus 30-second increments. Okay, so it depends on the kind of tournament it is. Okay, so why chess clock is used? Because if the player is not able to complete the game within given stipulated time, it results into the loss. Okay, loss or draw depending on the board position. And
Sir,
last
but
thing,
in any tournament, if you win the game, do you get any trophies or
yes,
no?
trophies, medals. Okay, can you see the medals behind me? See, these are there are medals, right? Like this.
Sir, you used to play in chess. You are
Obviously.
an international player.
Yes, obviously. Okay, so there are many. Maybe I'll show you sometimes actually, or if you can look at this, all these are the games and trophies. I don't know whether it is visible. Okay, so there are many trophies inside it. Okay, so this way even kids you can earn it. Okay, maybe I'll share some of the important trophies and achievements sometime later. Okay, so this is all about the chess competition rules. We will stop here. Okay, if you have any questions you can ask me in tomorrow's sessions. Okay.
Sir, I just have one question. Can kids also do in these tournaments? Kids
Yes,
can
yes,
also
yes, yes.
participate.
We can. I'll talk more about it tomorrow. Okay, kids.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we will stop here for the day.
Okay, sir. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye.